I've done memorial ceremonies many times, but I can never get over the effect it has on the people that are involved with it. I spoke with Kara, Sergeant Shaldo's wife, and she's had a number of occasions where she's remembered her husband. But there's always pain associated with that, but there's also good associated with that. So as we look back and we remember a great American hero, we also look forward and recognize those people that are going to lead our country forward. And they will be reminded by the example of Sergeant Shaldo of what it means to be an American hero, what it means to be committed to what our country stands for. And so to that extent, we will be able to carry on this memory for years and years to come. So I would like to first of all thank the family for being here. Kara, thank you very much for being here. And I really enjoyed the opportunity to talk with you and what you've done for our country in terms of supporting your husband. To Sergeant Shaldo's parents, Marshall and Susan, please recognize Marshall and Susan for what they have done. It is hard to imagine a greater sacrifice than that of losing a child, losing a husband. But thank you very much for your spirit and your commitment to our nation. I spoke with both of you before the ceremony, and I was incredibly impressed by your commitment to our country, your commitment to our Army, and thank you for that, because that's what makes our country strong as we go forward. I had the privilege also to talk with Claudine and Jacqueline, and David also, the brothers and sisters. And I heard something from Claudine and Jacqueline that I know I will never hear from my sisters. I have 4 sisters, and I was told by one of Sergeant Shaldo's sisters that he was a rock star. And I can assure you that my sisters would never say that. But he was an individual who, when he walked into the room brightened up. He always had spirit, optimism, hope, very, very funny, very, very witty, but the kind of person who bonded with other people. I talked to Command Sergeant Major Stain, who you will hear from a little bit, or who is here, who was the Command Sergeant Major in Afghanistan for Sergeant Shaldo. And he gave me an insight into the kind of person we were dealing with. And the Command Sergeant Major's assessment was very much like the assessment of the family, that this person was special, that when he walked into the room, that the room just kind of lightened up, and he brought a lot of presence and a lot of spirit everywhere that he went. And the Command Sergeant Major, who would know, because he's a trained and experienced leader of soldiers, said that this soldier, Sergeant Shaldo, was a natural leader, the kind of leaders that we need, the kind of leaders that our country has depended on for so many years. And we will hear from Battalion Commander Colonel LeBlond, and I look forward to that. But to hear that from you, Command Sergeant Major, means a lot, and it gives an idea to the family that they did a magnificent job raising a young man who in Afghanistan was able to be a leader of others, and in his very important role as the leader of the recovery team, he excelled. He is someone who you can be very, very proud of. When we think about the past, we always think about the great times, the great moments, the things that we remember that just stand out. And what I would say today, as we go forward, is that what we've got to do is take those great memories, those great thoughts, those great points of this young man, and to take those and use those to inspire us for the future. We can't go back and undo what happened in Afghanistan, but what we can do is be inspired by that example as we go forward. And so from here forward, as soldiers come into the Reserve Center, they will have an example of a natural leader, a dedicated American soldier who gave all, but who can inspire others for years and years to come. And before I conclude, looking at our soldiers, our band, I would like everyone to give a round of applause to these soldiers and to other soldiers. Because it's these soldiers that carry the responsibility of defending our country forward. We don't know what our challenges will be in the future, but what we do know is these soldiers, inspired by the example of Staff Sergeant Shaldo, will meet whatever challenge our nation has in the future, and we can be sure that the spirit, the presence of Sergeant Shaldo will be part of that inspiration going forward, so that we can never forget how important it is to lead our soldiers and to do what is necessary to preserve in America all that is great about our country, all that is important, because we truly in this country have a God-given blessing to live in the land of the free. And the cost of that freedom is often what we are here to recognize, but it also is the freedom for the future, and Sergeant Shaldo will inspire us as we go forward. And so to the Shaldo family, thank you very much for your son's leadership and everything that you've done to raise a young man, Tara, for your husband, that will be from here forward an inspiration to all of us. Thank you very much.